So when I read verse 21 and it said, "Blessed are you who are hungry now, for you shall be satisfied," it occurs to me. It occurs to me that um, I need to look to God for my supply, and that when I am hungry now, that is, when I'm lacking physical possessions or physical substance or physical sustenance now, or the things that I would like to have now, there's a temptation that comes along that. And the temptation that comes along is a kind of um, luring something that draws me to look to the world and to see the things of the world in such a way that I, for a moment, can think that maybe they will actually bring a kind of satisfaction. And maybe for a temporary time they might, but there's nothing enduring with them, and I can listen to the siren song of those temporary things. Here's a danger, it's a term we don't talk about much, and quite frankly, it feels a little archaic sometimes, but I think we need to think about the idea of covetousness for just a moment. Covetousness is not indicative of a kingdom heart, because a kingdom heart is utterly entranced with the notion that God is all satisfying. You are just absolutely thrilled, reveling and relishing that God is all satisfying in his kingdom. You're not looking for other things. But see, the covetous heart looks and says, if I could just get that truck, if I could just get those clothes, if I could just get that education, if I could just get that degree, if my church could just be that large, if I could just have that building, if we could just get into that house, if we could just undo that thing in the past that keeps coming back. If I just had those stocks set up for my future, we can easily look and become people who are covetous. The Bible speaks to this in Colossians 3:5. "Put to death, therefore, what is earthly in you, sexual immorality, impurity, passion, evil desire, and covetousness, which is idolatry." Covetousness, which is idolatry. Now, idolatry will eat your lunch. Covetousness, looking at what someone else has and wanting it, is idolatry because it shows that you're dissatisfied, not with the things God has given you, but with God himself. With God himself. The kingdom is not the kingdom of God's possessions. It's not the kingdom of God's stuff. It is the kingdom of God. It's the kingdom of God. And he is supposed to be your all-satisfying joy.